The Russian army has deliberately hit Ukraine's energy infrastructure in recent weeks in an attempt to cause an energy collapse. As a result of a massive missile strikes on November the 15th, 15 power grid facilities were damaged. Such terror is nothing more than a Kremlin's attempt to force Ukraine into negotiations on unfavorable terms.
Putin has not had any achievements on the battlefield since the first few days of the war. Therefore, anticipating the inevitable fiasco in this war, he is trying to terrorize the Ukrainian people, actually begging the Ukrainians to force their political leadership to start some kind of negotiations with Putin. But this is a battle. These are not negotiations. Therefore, there is nothing to talk with him about until he leaves our land.
Deputy Chairman of the Security Council of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, says that Russian strikes on Ukraine's energy infrastructure should force it to capitulate. But neither the Ukrainians nor the Ukrainian authorities nor, moreover, the armed forces of Ukraine do not intend to do so. The Ministry of Energy of Ukraine assures that the situation with power supply is difficult but controllable. For example, all Ukrainian medical institutions that provide inpatient and emergency care are supplied with generators.
We started preparing for the winter season back in the summer, supplying hospitals with generators and Starlink terminals. Currently, the Ministry of Health of Ukraine, together with the World Bank, has launched a project to purchase an additional 1,100 generators, which should appear in Ukrainian hospitals in a short time. Another 170 generators for the medical facilities will be provided by the World Health Organization. Viktor Lyashko, Minister of Health of Ukraine, at a working meeting with heads of health departments.
Despite the planned and emergency power outages, pupils continue to study. About half of the children attend online classes. For those who do not have electricity, internet or mobile communications during classes, there is a system of electronic services, a library on the portal of the Institute of Modernization, free access to textbooks on publishers' websites, the All-Ukrainian Online School, as well as gamified application for elementary school students with Чаю не чекаю, I study and don't wait.
The most important thing is the desire to study, and you can always make up for a missed topic. And that's what our teachers are trying to do. In addition, we have introduced electronic applications that allow pupils to work with electronic resources, even in the conditions of a blackout and in the absence of the internet. Serhiy Shkarlet, Minister of Education and Science of Ukraine, on the air of the National Telethon.
The Russian invaders are trying to deprive Ukrainians not only of electricity, but also water. The enemy deliberately blew up the water pipeline that leads to Mykolaiv in April. The locals have been living without fresh water for 8 months. After the deoccupation of the left bank of the Kherson region, public utilities have already partially restored the water pipeline. According to the head of the regional military administration of Mykolaiv, preliminary water supply in the city will be restored in the coming weeks.
There is one area left out of 4 locations where we have found damages that needs to be repaired. The next action that we must take is to examine a section of about 30 kilometers where we also have doubts about the integrity of the conduit. The main point is that we, of course, are waiting for the supply of electricity to the Kherson region. Boris Dodenko, director of Mykolaiv Vodokanal Utility Company.
Partner countries, Latvia, Spain, Poland and others help Ukraine avoid the negative consequences of the energy crisis. Only Germany has transferred almost 2,500 generators to Ukraine. Britain has allocated about $6 million, while Belgium, Finland, Slovakia, Luxembourg and Sweden will donate equipment to restore Ukraine's energy system. As of November the 5th, 17 EU member states have transferred energy equipment to Ukraine. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Valeria Nekapalova, UATV News.